Thanks for tuning in to another Athens City Council recap. I'm Kaitlin Kulich. Athens City Council met Monday, April 15th for a regular session meeting, and first up was communications from President Nisley, who said the infrastructure tour will be at 12:30 on April 25th at the City Building, and that anyone who wishes to attend should notify the Clerk of Council. She also said the City of Athens will be participating in the America in Bloom competition on July 25th. Councilmember Sam Crowell then said that Ohio University will be celebrating Earth Day this Thursday, April 18th. Many activities are planned for the day, and information can be found on the Office of Sustainability's website. Member Peter Costas then said that Athens School Board meeting will be holding a regular session meeting this Thursday night at 6:30 p.m. at Athens High School. Mayor Patterson then reminded Council that work on the Richland Bridge will be happening May 6th to August 19th. The mayor also said that he will be representing Southeast Ohio in the Ohio Mayors Alliance, and that the Mayors Partnership for Progress is now an affiliate with the Ohio Mayors Alliance. The meeting then moved on to ordinances for third reading. Member Costas introduced an ordinance closing certain streets in Uptown Athens on Friday, June 21st and Saturday, June 22nd for the BRIC criterion. This ordinance was approved. All members of council then introduced an ordinance amending Athens City Code titled 17 Taxes, Chapter 17.01, Municipal Income Tax, to include sections 718.80 through 718.95 of the Ohio Revised Code. This ordinance was also passed. Next, the meeting went on to ordinances for second reading. First was an ordinance authorizing the Service Safety Director to enter into a 5-year contract to purchase body-worn cameras and tasers for the Athens Police Department. This was introduced by Councilmember Butler. Ellie Hemrick came to the podium then to speak on behalf of the Athens Revolutionary Socialists. She voiced her opinions about body-worn cameras and how she believes they are not proven to help improve police behavior or accountability. She said she believes just because Athens is a smaller city, that police brutality is not or never will be a problem here. She then said that the police should be defunded, de-armed, and demilitarized. Next was an ordinance authorizing the mayor to submit an application and enter into an agreement with the Ohio Development Services Agency for a Community Development Block Grant, or a CDBG. And this was introduced by Councilmember Butler. Member McGee then introduced an ordinance amending ordinances 23-18, authorizing design engineering of the Stinson Avenue Improvements Project. Member Costas then introduced several ordinances. The first was an ordinance authorizing participation in the Ohio Department of Transportation's Cooperative Purchasing Program. Next, Costas again introduced another ordinance, which was an ordinance authorizing the Service Safety Director to enter into a LPA state project agreement with the Ohio Department of Transportation for a bridge deck overlay project on U.S. State Route 33. After that was an ordinance authorizing the mayor to submit an application and enter into an agreement with ODOT for a Transportation Alternatives Program grant for Athens Uptown Area Improvements Project. Following that was an ordinance authorizing 2019 street paving and repairs. Then there was an ordinance authorizing the Service Safety Director to enter into a contracts for interior enhancements to the municipal parking facility. After that, Costas again introduced some more ordinances. An ordinance closing a portion of Court Street on Friday, June 7th, August 9th, and September 20th for a cruise-in. Then an ordinance closing a portion of Union Street between Court and Congress on Saturday, August 17th from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. for an Uptown art event. Following that was an ordinance suspending the enforcement of Athens City Code Section 13.04.10, unnecessary noise on Union Street and contiguous property to Union Street on August 17th for an Uptown art event. And then the last ordinance introduced by Member Costas was an ordinance suspending the enforcement of Athens City Code Chapter 11.04, vending, peddling, and soliciting, to allow vending in a designated area on Saturday, August 17th, during Uptown Art Event. Member Reisner then introduced an ordinance declaring property located on 7055 Blackburn Road no longer needed for municipal purpose and authorizing the mayor to sell the property to another political subdivision. Reisner also introduced an ordinance declaring property located on 7065 Blackburn Road no longer needed for a municipal purpose and authorizing permission to donate the property to another political subdivision. Then the meeting moved on to ordinances for first reading. Member McGee introduced an ordinance authorizing the mayor to submit an application and execute an agreement with the Ohio Department of Transportation for Transportation Improvement District funding. Member Costas then introduced an ordinance establishing a complete streets policy for the city of Athens. All members introduced an ordinance authorizing the mayor of the city of Athens to enter into an agreement for the establishment of the Outdoor Recreation Council of Appalachia Council of Governments. Member Reisner then introduced an ordinance amending the 2019 Appropriation Ordinance. Reisner also introduced an ordinance amending Athens City Code Title 11 Business Regulations to include Chapter 11.12 Shared Active Transportation and an ordinance amending Athens City Code Title 1 General Provisions Chapter 1.03 Code Fees established to include fees associated with shared active transportation. Member Crowell then explained these ordinances pertain to the e-scooters that the city will be deciding to have or not. Member Crowell also appointed 2 people for 3-year terms to the Community Relations Commission. President Nisley then announced that the citywide cleanup will be next week and that a list of materials that can be collected are on the city's website. The meeting then adjourned, and if you want to watch the full council meeting, head on over to our Facebook or YouTube page, and thanks for tuning in.